Okay, so the quali for the Japanese Grand Prix just ended, so I'm thinking just let's get into it. Okay, so to start off, let's read off the standings from last to first. In 22nd we have Lance Stroll, then Fernando Alonso, Valtteri Bottas, Sergio Perez, Oliver Bearman, Alexander Albon, Carlos Sainz, Franco Colapinto, Liam Lawson, Nico Hülkenberg, Esteban Ocon, Max Verstappen, Arvid Lindblad, Gabriel Bortoleto, Isaac Hadjar, Pierre Gasly, Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, George Russell, and Kimi Antonelli. Kind of dry in the mouth after saying that. So the main talking point after the standings is please subscribe. I would really appreciate it, but because that shows that you enjoy the videos. Onto the video. Max's nightmare at the moment. He obviously doesn't like this car, like regulation wise and like the team's car wise. Seems like the car just changed up on him from going to qualifying from like free practice. He said that it's kind of like changed and started acting weird suddenly. It doesn't seem like a good sign for him, and him getting out in Q2 is not a good sign for that either. And then he said in a interview that he's not really frustrated, but it's not fun, and I can get that. Max, he doesn't let the emotions get to him. Like if he drives a tractor, he will drive it the best he can. As long as it's mostly fun to drive it, he will still drive. I don't think that this is the reason he will leave yet, at least, because obviously he wants to win. He wants to win championships and races, of course. If he leaves, I don't think this is the reason, like right now. He just wants to drive. He wants to be competitive. And he is very loyal. He will stay with the team for 10 plus years that he has done now. Like, even if the car is shit, he will still be driving that car. So I don't think this is the reason why he will leave, or if he leaves, but I can't, it's not a good argument for staying either. It is kind of a limbo for him there. If he wants to leave, I understand him. If he doesn't want to leave, I totally understand him also. Kind of a nightmare situation for Max, but I don't think he will leave because of it. I think he will do the best he can and bring points and maybe a podium here and there. And maybe the Red Bull will improve over the year or years, depending on how long Max will stay in the sport. From going to Max's nightmare to Kimi's dream. So this is his second pole, also in a row. He got it in China, obviously, and now. Like, going into this season, I was like convinced that George will win everything and get pole every time, because I didn't really feel like Kimi was mature enough, I guess. He was kind of rushed into the sport, but this just proves that he should not be taken lightly. George should probably think twice about how big of a threat Kimi is. Like, if he wins this race, then he leads the championship. If he leads the championship like 3 races in and he doesn't stop and George can't really do anything about it, then Kimi will obviously win. I think that George should double down on focus on driving and double down on everything about getting more points than Kimi and winning more races than Kimi. But yeah, I still do think that George will take the championship, but I think that Kimi is a bigger threat than you think at the moment. Enough about George on Kimi's topic here. But yeah, it is amazing to see Kimi doing well. Fun character to be around, it feels like. Obviously I haven't met the guy, but he just seems like a charming, nice guy that also wins races. So yeah, it's amazing to see that he is getting poles and wins. Like, it is just great to see, and I do hope that he can follow up on the entirety of the season. Time will tell what happens, but it's amazing to see that Kimi can fight. for the championship. And then I had a little small talking point here. I just watched the highlights, like Charles Leclerc's last lap. Like that could have been a great lap. Like that slide in that spoon corner. Even though that he did that, I think it still was a beautiful lap. It is very much a what could have been. And yeah, I think that it would have been beautiful if he got pole there, like from out of nowhere basically. Just him getting purple. That would be amazing to see. And that he very much pushed it to the limit. And that he kinda did the Icarus. He kinda flew too close to the sun and then started sliding. So he lost time. But yeah, it's very much a what could have been there. And yeah, after Charles' last lap, I wanted to talk about Oliver Bearman. So I wrote in my document here, Oliver Bearman fall down. I don't think that's true. I don't really know why he got P18, but it very much a upside down from last race, or last two races. He got a P5 in China, and he also got points like a P7 or P8 in Australia. This doesn't really feel like the Oliver Bearman that we are used to, because Oliver Bearman is usually very consistent. At least now. It's kind of hard to see him being just about faster than the Cadillacs and Aston Martins. Like that is pretty insane to me. Obviously not fun to see. Oliver Bearman is kind of my rookie for the 25 season, so I want to see him succeed, bring Haas forward, and I do want to see him get points in that beautiful Godzilla livery. I would love to see that. But yeah, we'll see tomorrow what happens. Okay, so yeah, this was a very short recording. I've been recording for like 12 and a half minutes. That's very short for me. So we'll see how long this video is it's when I post it. But yeah, kind of my expectations for the race. I think that Kimi can definitely win, but George can also fight for it. And I do think that the Ferraris can fight for P3 and P4. And then what happens in the middle is kind of scramble, like you never know. I don't really have too many like predictions. I have already done my predictions for the race, but I don't have any more. I just know that now I have lost a few points in the in the top 5 quali. Lost a few points there because Kimi got pole and there wasn't any crashes and stuff like that. So we'll see how the prediction correction, how correct I am. But yeah, I'm very much excited for the race tomorrow. I'm going to try to get in bed earlier so I don't have to be so tired for the race. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Okay, so the qualifying for the Japanese... Was it physical? I don't know. But yeah, it is just great to see follow up for the entirety of this